There was one other thing I wanted to bring up in terms of something else I recognized in Dick, aside from his passion, single-mindedness about being an artist, major ingredient if you're going to be an artist. But the second thing that separated us was I perhaps had too much taste, and Dick was amoral in terms of taste. He wanted to sign his paintings by George. I told him, Richard, you can't do that. It's probably the only time he ever took my advice on anything. I said, no. I said, that's just way too corny. But it's, he was saved from being tasteful. And taste will create some beautiful things. And you've been in my house.
Yes.
It is probably taste out the wazoo. That is an element that's very strong in me. But Dick avoided that, and I think that's a very good thing. He turned out some paintings which I absolutely thought, I can't figure out where that one came from, and I'm not really sure I like it. But I knew he had this sort of adventurous spirit. He wasn't going to stay doing one thing, and he learned to get very arbitrary about sort of which Richard George he might be that morning in terms of what this painting was going to look like and what the next one was going to look like versus more painterly, less painterly, acrylics, oils, that kind of thing. But taste will get you into trouble if you're trying to make any sort of perhaps a real statement about life. And I think I knew that I would always have a work that would look quite fine. And it would be, quote, probably tasteful. Dick would probably never get there. That he, sometimes I sort of wonder now, what's this next one going to look like, this next painting? And he said very clearly, he didn't want to stay in a rut. And sometimes I thought, some of his paintings from time to time, I absolutely thought, I don't know about that one, you know, kind of thing. But he wanted to avoid any sort of narrow one way to do things kind of thing. He wanted always to kind of be experimenting, doing something different. And it always meant leaving something secure behind. And he was capable of doing that. So that, aside from his passion for paint, probably are the two things that I associate with him.